listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Richard Giordano. It is Saturday in the UK for the UK. I was running around. It just caught up to me. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, man, just, pre-show jitters. Were we here last night? Did we do a show last night? For some reason, I think I missed something. Did we not do a show? I don't think we did a show last night. Botteresa la bafangule frigabella, eh? Let me see if I can. No! Hold on. Nope. Not having this in my studio. Not having it. Nope. I don't know why they're doing this now. We've had a very good meeting this morning about staying stuck to our backs, right? Remember that? We were supposed to be stuck to our backs. That was the agreement, green screen. I know, I just don't like being stuck to. Nobody asked your opinion, Greenie. I just don't like being spread out like that. Tough. That's what you're here for. See? Just got to talk to him a little. Right, Greenie? I'm not talking to you. Today we got a really good show, my UKians. UKians, Goofonians. I've got so much stuff to go over, I'm afraid to do roll call. What? Roll call. What? I'm afraid to do it, but The FAA confirms a UAP sighting. What? A UFO sighting seen by numerous pilots over Kansas. Yeah, that was a couple of months ago. Those blokes over there didn't tell me about it. you know. Roll call, everybody. Plus, I got so much stuff to go over. You're gonna love it. I can't believe this just happened. Roll call, everybody. Rebecca Wiles, the wild one. Rebecca Wiles. There you are. Welcome to the show, kid. Samo, Goofonian Rockstar. What do you say? How do you be? Welcome to the show. Ozzy Tiger. Welcome to the show. Tim Freestone. Welcome to the show. Samantha Morris, the kitty cat with the greatest hat. Welcome to the show. Diane Boss. Welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins. Oh, this is a nice surprise. Good to see you. Another surprise. Maureen Macy. Yes, I finally got you at the beginning of the show. Welcome to this show. Den Bub. Show welcomes you. Oh, yeah, you did it. Well, Cricket Lulu. What a great name. Hey, wait a second. That picture. Please tell me that's me you're mocking. You did that because I did that, right? Right? Please tell me. You got to let me know right now, Cricket Lulu, because I have the same picture but with a different alien. I did it 15 years ago. And I used to use it on my Facebook profile. Who's here? Ah, Wayne. What do you say, Michigan UFO sightings and paranormal encounters? So much easier to say goof on. Mufazape. We'll just say Michigan UFOs from now on. It's a little shorter. You get it. You're the only Michigan UFO guy here. Welcome to the show. Hey, Brooke is. Welcome to the show. Pre-show. Hello. Andy Cowley's here. Welcome to the show. Greg O'Brien. How do you say, Mr. O'Brien? How's the Lucky Charms been treating you, lad? Ah, like an old boat on an anchor. Huh? Danny Boys, welcome to the show. Josie UK, okay. Ah, I knew that was you. You look nice. Into Thin Air, welcome to the show. Yeah, for sure, welcome to the show. What's that, another video you have, Into Thin Air? Sure, we'll play it later. Moonlicht, welcome to the show. Carlin! Welcome to the show. Let's get started. It's a lot of hellos. I don't like leaving anybody out, Alfie Joe Bob. Hey, did she give me an answer? I don't see an answer from the girl with the alien. Cuz that's what I did. I have my my alien back there, and I did a picture a long time ago where I'm looking at him and I'm going, or one of these, or we're looking face to face and you got a side view of us like we're about to go to war or something. I did a bunch of them like that. So that's why I thought, hey, she just copied that. What was that? Cricket Lulu? Cricket Lulu never told me if that was taken off of my picture. You know, the idea. Anyway, probably not. I mean, there's a lot of people with alien dolls doing this to their alien, giving them a dirty look. Can't trust the aliens. I don't trust them. You know why? Because I don't know them. And you know what that makes them? A threat. I know. We don't like talking threats here, Chicky, but unfortunately, they are a threat, whether you like it or not. And there was a threat that apparently took place over Kansas on September 22nd, I believe. Yeah, let me pull this up for you guys out there. We don't need to wet any palettes. I got so many palettes to go over tonight. You'll get your fill. This may go into overtime. Oh, I don't want to do overtime though. I got work to do later. I really do though. I gotta do some stuff for some guy, about that thing. If anybody was over at the Black Vault today, you probably saw it. But this is really interesting stuff. So let me pull it up here. In 5, no, this isn't video yet. All right, see, so FAA confirms UAP sighting seen by numerous pilots over Kansas, September 27th, 2022. I know it sounded like a second 7. Get rid of that. And here we have the audio transcribed. I will play the audio because I don't want to read it, but you're going to hear it in a second. The following incident was reported to the FAA and captured on air traffic control, ATC recordings over the course of a half hour. Although the original pilot felt the lights may have been on the ground, the FAA reported the incident as UAP and was ultimately seen by numerous pilots/flights over the course of more than 35 minutes. The Black Vault, John Greenwald, received word of this incident along with the details of the incident by someone who wishes to remain anonymous, but had access to the FAA database that listed the report. It was sent to the Black Vault in early October of 2022. See, I'm almost thinking we've seen this, but this is just the audio, I think, or I'm not sure. The incident details that were sent to the Black Vault, though were seemingly missing from the FOIA release, an appeal has been filed, were the following: type of incident, incident details, initial, closeout, call sign, the airplane, destination, Oklahoma City, remarks, and all this other stuff. A FOIA request was filed, and the below is a result from FOIA case 2023-0488, was sent audio filed air traffic control recordings only, though more documentation to exist was requested. It is noted that the original pilot seeing the lights described them on the ground. However, it appears he was about at 35,000 feet and at one point seemed to state that the lights had followed them and they were tracking them for the last 50 miles. Doesn't sound like they're on the ground to me. Maybe they were hovering above the ground. Who knows? During the course of ATC trying to figure out the source of the lights, it was talked about what may be in the area they were seen, possibly a large stadium or a known concert event. By the reaction of one of the controllers, it seemed like there was not much in the area that could account for the lights. So here's the audio. I'm going to play it, and here we go. Oh, John, here we go. It starts right up there.
This re-recording is being prepared by the Kansas City Air Route Traffic Control Center to satisfy a request under the provisions of the Freedom of Information Act, control number 202-00488.
Hey, it's 2023 over here.
It's a true re-recording of the original recorded communications. My name is Eric Falke. I'm employed as a management and program analyst quality control at the Kansas City Air Route Traffic Control Center. This portion of the re-recording concerns communications at the radar 6 position during the period 0525 to 0655 UTC on September 27th, 2022.
No worries, 127 Romeo, Victor Uniform. Do you have any idea what all these flashing white lights are that are out here?
Okay, 2 on different frequencies. Number 132 Victor Uniform, Kansas City Center, Roger, the Manhattan altimeter 3012.
3012, 2 Victor Uniform.
And number 7 Romeo, I'm sorry, say again?
Just didn't know if you had any idea what all these white flashing lights are out here. There's like a sea of them.
They look like they're well above you?
No, on the ground, I'm sorry. There's just a whole bunch of them. It's almost like the windmill farm thing, except for a lot more sporadic.
That one I'm not sure. I'll look into it, though.
No worries, just curious.
Are they pretty bright?
No, they're kind of dim. They look, I don't know, it's just kind of a weird thing. I haven't seen anything like this out here before.
Number 7 Romeo, do you have an estimate of distance away from you? How far out in front?
They are, out the left window, they're all over the place, going at least 10 miles away from the airplane, and we've been tracking them for at least the last, I'd say, 50 miles.
And just to verify for 7 Romeo, you said they are on the ground, is that correct?
Yep, on the ground, seemingly everywhere.
That is awfully strange, just to break in here for a minute out of courtesy for, I don't know. I mean, just broke in to make a comment. And we got a oh, that's right. You can help support the show just like Scandrel did. Scandrel with a £2, £2 super chat says, love your work, dude. Keep on digging. I'm going to keep on digging. It's exactly what we're doing. Oh, no, I'm not going to say anything because then it won't get done. But thank you very much. And that is your first super chat to goof on. And, well, thank you, Scandrel, for the £2, £2 super chat. Loving the work. All of those who don't work. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso, first timer. Scandrel in the house, throwing it down. So we have an interesting report going on here. Yes, super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash App. Yeah, they know. All the links are in the description. All right, and he says their lights, they're seemingly everywhere. Everywhere? Did I hear that correctly? I'm really shocked he said that.
5 for 7 Romeo, you said they are on the ground, is that correct?
Yep, on the ground, seemingly everywhere.
That's everywhere. All right. Continuing. It's very interesting so far. It does not sound like these are stadium lights or an event at the theater. Could it be Rosemary? Chaff? Here we go. I'm going to vape for a minute. Oh, no, I got to smoke.
JetBlue 1223, you're kind of headed in that direction. Be about your 10 to 11 o'clock and 50, 60 miles. Are you showing a bunch of lights on the ground out there?
We don't really see it yet, but we'll be looking.
I ain't seen shit out here. Woo! There's a whole fleet of them over here.
That was weird.
American 2701, you kind of passed over north of Liberal. Did you see anything out there?
I said there was a whole fleet of them over there. Woo!
On the ground, lights or anything?
American 2701, looking around, we don't see anything, any particular which side, left, right?
For you, actually, it would have been about, would have been probably 80 miles ago along your route. I was just curious, maybe you saw something earlier.
Negative on that, sorry.
No worries.
I saw a whole fleet of them over on the left.
Who is that?
Woo-wee! I let me skinwalk around.
Watch this. Hey, Perry, just when you get a second, could you come down here?
Sure.
Thanks.
Oh, he called the supervisor.
Kansas City medevac, Ecomed 2313,000. Got the weather notice there at Hayes.
Ecomed 23, Kansas City Center. Good evening. Hayes, altimeter 3014.
3014.
And over 7 Romeo, just to verify, it's not like a laser elimination or anything like that.
Nope, it's not. It kind of almost looks like like tower lights flashing, but they're real dim, and they're, like I said, they're real sporadic.
There's a whole fleet of them over here on the left. Just look a little bit to the left. Woo! Oh, shit.
Over 7 Romeo, roger.
Woo!
477, contact Fort Worth Center 132.45.
3245, good night.
Good night. Think about 2-3. The only pertinent note I'm showing is runway 4. The PAPI is unusable. Advising of the weather at Hayes, you can expect a visual approach.
Okay, 2-3, and we've got the weather there. Time visual. Frequent 2-3.
Number 7 Romeo, change to my frequency 126.95.
7 Romeo is up on 2695.
Number 7 Romeo, thank you.
What did he say right there? Romeo.
7 Romeo is up on 2695.
Number 7 Romeo, thank you.
What was that, Chief? Say that again.
7 Romeo is up on 2695.
Listen.
Number 7 Romeo, thank you.
She, you dirty rat. She.
477 your control.
Under control. All right, I think we heard all we're going to hear. There might be some other rumblings later on. I don't know. I haven't listened to the whole thing. You know, it's an interesting report. If there's more to that, I don't know. So, you know, I got a lot of stuff to do, and I didn't think it was going to be 20 minutes long. But it is an interesting report. But if he's saying it's on the ground and the lights are seemingly everywhere and almost like they were following him, he said, how can they just dismiss it? You know, there's a lot of strange stuff. That's over Kansas. We rarely, and I can tell you this right now, I don't recall a UFO sighting coming in from Kansas. That's like saying there was a sighting over North Dakota or South Dakota or, you know, somewhere over there. You think there would be a lot of sightings over there. But one thing I don't think these alien / UFOs / cyborg creatures like, they don't like cold weather. So how could they live under the water? If they have that gravity bubble around them, they wouldn't feel any temperature change. Yes, I know it's just a theory. Just ride along with me for tonight. You know, nobody knows anything, yet everybody knows everything. Right? Oh my God. I have got to play you this Linda Moulton Howe. I don't know how I ever missed it. She talked to Bashir. You know, the guy who channels aliens? Have you guys seen this video going around? Linda Moulton Howe talking to Bashir? Whatever his fake name is? It is a riot. It is the greatest thing I've seen in a long time. And Linda Moulton Howe's looking at him like, you are just an amazing specimen of people. You are just everything I thought aliens should be talking about. This guy's the biggest bullshitter, and he's good. Remember when I channeled Bashir? Yeah. I can't do that again. But here it is. It's on TikTok, of all things. I'm going to play it. Give me 7 seconds here. 6, 5. Oh, by the way, just alien girl. Hey, what do you say, lady? How you doing, Amy? Happy Thanksgiving weekend. What was I going to say? I'm going to show you the video. And then I forgot what I was going to say. Doesn't matter. This is interesting. You gotta watch. It's a couple minutes worth. I mean, it's, whoa, what just happened? It's worth it. I guarantee it. This will give us a good 20 minutes of comedy right now. You know, go.
And I have been shown a document at Curlin Air Force Base that had this sentence in it. These extraterrestrial biological entities manipulated DNA in already evolving primates to create Homo sapien, and the Latin was used, Homo sapien.
Yes.
Do you know specifically which extraterrestrial biological entities?
The Anunnaki.
Oh my God. The Anunnaki, but you can't come in. Dun, 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 dun. The Anunnaki, but you can't prove it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah. You know, because when they bullshit, and he's one of the best I've ever seen, probably the best bullshitter other than Bob Lazar that I've ever seen. And Bob Lazar, we'll talk about that. Somebody may have been brainwashed. Yeah, let's give Bob a little break, huh? He may have been brainwashed. He wouldn't lie about seeing aliens and working on... Nah, why would he do that? He's not making a living off of it or any money for that matter. He doesn't have to. He's got his own business. Anyway, let's talk. This video, this guy's the best bullshitter in the business. And I'm going to point out what makes him better than the rest. Quick answer. Always be quick with your answer if you want to sound legit. Don't go, you know, you just say Anunnaki like he did. You just spit it out because you're confident you're right. There's no hemming and hawing. Or is it hawing? No, it's hemming and hawing. All right, next.
When and where are
About
they from?
300 to 500,000 years ago, the alterations were done to certain branches of the naturally evolved hominid you call Homo habilis and Homo erectus.
Of course. What else would it be? Because we don't know what happened in that time. So you just say aliens, the Anunnaki. They let them in all right. They let them in, and they didn't, without a fight. We didn't even fight them. They just came over and turned a little chimp human into a human. Homo agagus, something like that. And yeah, here we go.
And where are they from?
Oh, the Anunnaki?
Yes.
Another parallel reality.
Don't! Anytime you can't prove something, go to that other reality. You can't see anything in the other reality. Boom! You got an answer. Quick. You can't argue with them. I mean, this guy's the best, I tell you.
The idea that they come from a planet in your system called Nibiru is not correct.
Now, by him saying that, makes him look like he has a real true message, doesn't it? Oh, no. Everybody forever has been saying it's Nibiru. It's not. It's another planet called, I don't know. We'll think of something. I don't know what he says. Right? That's how you make the lie that everybody else has been talking about, Nibiru. You step over that lie and you come up with your own answer because it looks like you know something nobody else does, which makes you original. It makes you the one who's actually channeling something. Such bullshit. It's great work. This is art. This is you know how hard this is? It takes a lifetime to do what he's doing. It took him 25 years to learn it. From birth, he came out and he said, this place is bullshit. I am not going to cry because you spanked me. I think that is beyond you. Anyway, let's continue.
What is the greatest hostile threat to us on Earth?
You are.
Easiest answer. I didn't even need to talk about it. We all knew what he was going to say. Didn't we? All right, next one, please.
Me personally?
No, yourselves. The negative fear-based beliefs that you have all bought into.
If this girl wasn't down here, I should have edited this and just enlarged him. And I can't stand watching this mouse on the bottom here.
That allow you to believe there is such a thing as lack and believe that you can be attacked and not understand how you create your reality.
There are whistleblowers who say since the 1970s, we have had an interstellar trade unit and that we are already involved with trading with other systems in the Milky Way galaxy.
On a very, 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 very minimal level, a lot of these stories are highly exaggerated.
And that's another way to make yourself sound credible. Say everybody else is bullshitting a lot more than what I'm doing. But in the reality is, he's the biggest bullshitter of all. He's just the best at it. Next.
What would we be trading?
Our souls.
Understanding of how the cosmos works. Understanding of what kind of technology the understanding of the cosmos produces. That is very...
Ooh, he got a little nervous there. There was a little hesitation. All right. The universe, the cosmos, they're gonna teach us. What else can he say? He's not gonna say anything else. They don't have politics. They're going to teach us their politics. He can't say that, can he? Because he doesn't know. He's just giving generalized answers and things that you can't prove.
Very different from your technology. Understanding of your connection to the cosmos and what you really are. Understanding of your true history.
Stop shaking your head. He's not watching you.
Given when open contact occurs is the actual history of your entire civilization, leaving nothing out.
Wait, hold on. What did he just say? Because I was yelling at her.
From your technology. Understanding of your connection to the cosmos and what you really are. Understanding of your true history. One of the great gifts you will be given when open contact occurs is the actual history of your entire civilization, leaving nothing out.
Now, he'll be dead by the time any of this stuff happens, right? So he doesn't give a shit. He can say whatever he wants because in 25, 30 years, that guy won't be able to speak or he's dead. End of story. So you can get away with saying all this bullshit and people pay him serious dollar to listen to it. This is a big problem I have with ufology. It's people like this that are you know, I could throw Greer into that mix as well. As much as I support his disclosure and the things he's trying to do for ufology, the CE5 on the other hand, well, that still bothers me because I can't do it. And everybody I talk to, they say you've already done it. You've already done it and you're not accepting it. Well, I'm not getting into the CE5 thing, but I don't know if if they contacted me, I didn't know it. And maybe they manipulated me to be in certain places at certain times in the day to see their ships. Oh God, I can't even say ships. It's dots in the sky and balloons, birds, drones, and trash. That's what the government said. And I believe the government now. That's the thing. Why are you believing the government? Not you per se, not you people, the other ones. Why would you believe in a government that has lied to you for 70 plus years? Oh yeah, I made a little video like that. I forgot I did that. I woke up out of a stupor and made a video 12 hours ago, a little short, saying the same thing. It must be in my mind for some reason. I don't know why it is, but I'm not happy with the way we're being treated. Not because of the UFO report not being put out. That and Jeremy Corbell and Lou Elizondo and all these people that are part of the problem haven't shown us shit. Lou Elizondo hasn't, in my opinion, I haven't seen him do anything. I heard about all these things he says he does, but I've never seen a signature of his on anything that has gotten approved. I haven't seen anything, his name on anything from ATIP, nobody ever will, or OSAP, whatever you want to call it. I'm telling you, Lou, what I think was a problem in the military, and because of his father, they demoted Lou to work in the UFO room. Yeah, instead of giving him, what do they call that? Unsatisfactory discharge or whatever it is. Yeah, I think Lou was a bad boy. I bet you he's got a lot of demerits on his report card in the Army. I just got that feeling. And because of his daddy and the people they know, he probably got demoted instead of losing his pension and everything else. And he played ball. That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like Lou got put in a position he didn't want, but did it to the best of his ability with an attitude. It seemed like he was a guy who hated his job. That's what it seemed like to me, especially at the end. Talking like you're going to break up the UFO community. You didn't. And I don't know why people give Lou credit for a fight that we've had over here with 3 or 4 people that have nothing to do with Lou. You know, that had nothing to do with Lou. He didn't break us up. Lou didn't throw any fly in the ointments. He didn't do anything. He was just an asshole. He's just an asshole bully who manipulated people who are easily manipulated. And that's why he wouldn't come here. Can't manipulate Goofon. Can't manipulate Goofon's people. You're not going to be able to do it. Stay away. And you did. And you were smart too, because you would have been destroyed. Yes, that's why Lou stayed away from us. He's a chicken shit, lying, script reading piece of shit. I'm sorry, I said shit twice. Shouldn't do that. Bad for business, Lou. Bad for business. I'm going to show you something else that's bad for business. Now, the show's going to start rolling pretty quick, so try and keep up. Stupid. You can keep up. This is what bothers me. This Daryl Von Kemp on Twitter seems to be, I don't know, he's on that other side of ufology, right? He says the beginning of his shapeshift and the end of his shapeshift should be enough to tell you how magical they are. So this is a he? Tell me what you see here. It looks like a balloon. You can even see the string, right? All the way down. It shades off right here, but it curls, comes right there. You can't, it's very hard to see. Right there. That's a balloon. And when the balloon turned sideways, it looked like that. You could even see blurriness probably from the string. Isn't that amazing that these people put this stuff out there? So I said, there's nothing here but two blurry pics of something that could be anything you tell us. With great claims as shape-shifting, one would expect to see great evidence, but as always, blurry everything, including the story. And then I said, balloons turning in the wind would give the illusion it's shape-shifting. See, I'm not being a dick. Very, very, very forward, but that's the only way you can be with people who think they're capturing UFOs. Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, that's an interesting. I don't know if we're looking at a fake behind me or whatever, but I think it is. Yeah. All right. We've got more to go on. So let's UFOs. This comes from Project Unity. But he was responding to, and this is what I was going to do the show on yesterday. Jacques Vallee is full of shit. Because Jacques Vallee said this, and then Project Unity responded. So first, Jacques Vallee, let me bring it up so you could just see it. I'm sorry, I was doing it and then I stopped. I don't need that. Let's just do this in case. Yeah, let's go Windows. There we go. All right. So Jacques Vallee, Bob Lazar, possibly brainwashed to believe he reverse engineered UFOs. UFO secrets likely held by a small commercial group outside government. The Air Force operated a more secret version of Project Blue Book. Aliens are probably not ETs. Aliens are probably not ETs. Oh, I didn't play this. I haven't even listened to this yet. I thought I did. Oh, I started to. Okay, here we go. Let me tell you something about Jacques Vallee. I was almost going to do sort of like, I changed the show at the last minute. Like, why do we believe this guy's full of crap? But Jacques Vallee was at one time an original speaker of the field, right? And he had come up with these ideas that were really taken from Daniken, Eric von Daniken, and others. And then he kind of made it make sense back then. But when you look back on Jacques Vallee and the things that he says now, he will do anything, and say anything without lying, but he will repeat lies and stories to make ufology more real. Like, Bob Lazar was brainwashed to think he worked on back engineering UFOs. Why? Yeah, I mean, why would they do that? I mean, that's kind of silly. And I would imagine Bob Lazar is still under hypnosis. Oh yeah, there was no sound on that? My bad. That's right. I'm sorry. I'll play it again. It's definitely worth hearing. Richie. Amateur hour. Well, it really isn't. It's just StreamYard. Very, they need to fix a lot of stuff when it comes to organizing screens and getting shit up to listen to. I don't like the way they changed it. They took away my favorite thing, beginning of the year. Here we go. I'll play it again.
There's something deeper that creates the illusion of space and time in humans. I would be ashamed of being human if I didn't try to find out, or at the minimum, acknowledge that it was there. Project Blue Book was the best I could do at the time. They had a real project going on that was secret. Okay.
Is that true?
But the Air Force did.
He hints that Bob Lazar was actually an MK Ultra patient, possibly the subject of government brainwashing. Robert Lazar also told me of his strange memory lapses of the peculiar liquid he was made to drink.
Vallee has gone off the deep end. That's what I want to engrave.
Hold on. Please help me in the chat room because I am not an expert on Bob Lazar. What liquid was he forced to drink? I've never heard this before. I have never heard Bob Lazar or anybody talk about, I had to drink this liquid and I must tell you, I really wasn't that happy. I had to drink it because it looked like mercury. You know, what was it? When he first entered, no, not when he first entered Area. He never went to Area 51. Did he go to, well, I guess the whole thing you could call Area 51, Jackie, right? I guess we all do that. I do it. Maybe when they first get to Area 51, right? They do drink something. I've never heard. Yeah, I was wrong, Jackie. I'm sorry. I never heard he drank anything. Abe Froman, you know what? You can't just say it's in the report. I've read Bob Lazar, everything, and watched everything on Bob Lazar. I don't remember that. Yeah. I don't remember that. You know, that's an interesting thing I want to look up because I don't remember anybody talking, because that's something that is so significant that I would think Bob Lazar was, might have been brainwashed. Maybe he's right and I'm wrong because I don't know everything. But you see, this is what I'm saying about Jacques Vallee. He does say some things that you can never verify. And that bothers me. He believes too much. He's too smart for his own good. And people believe everything he says because he is a smart guy and he presents well and speaks well and dresses nice and looks the part. Matrix made him for that role. All right. Don't believe me. It's true. All right. I got to find out what this liquid is. Bob Lazar liquid.
On my grave, you know. Vallee has gone off the deep end, you know.
In Jacques' mind, the group that holds the secrets to the UFO story is a small insular one with their own separate set of clearances.
I know who have clearances above top secret, they've never heard of this. People say, you know, if you gave Leonardo a garage door opener, there's nothing he could do with it. If you gave him a garage door opener and a garage, and he would say, well, I don't know how they do it, but this thing's open the garage. Now with UFOs, we don't have the garage. You know, we have bits and pieces of things.
Well, is a nuclear explosion a garage?
Oh my God!
You were talking about.
My son, burn it. It is from the devil.
UFOs are not ETs, at least not in the archetypal sense. I certainly feel that what I had experiences with were not aliens from another planet or their technology, but more like a spiritual, astral, metaphysical, extra-dimensional phenomena. Let me tell you something. When people start talking like this, right, like Project Unity, nobody spoke like this 5 years ago. Nobody. Nobody said it felt, well, nobody talked about the astral, metaphysical, extra-dimensional much when they were talking about being visited by aliens. Then somewhere over the last 5, 6, 7 years, people started talking about this astral shit. Yes, people talked about it before, but it became super popular within the last half decade. And people found a way to make this more real for them by saying they're astral projecting, they're going someplace in their mind, but really it's an astral projection that you really go in there. Sorry. No. Look, I meditate. I've been meditating for 20 plus years, probably 30 years. And I have never felt like I have gone to another place. Yes, I get that feeling that I can't feel the chair or the bed I'm sitting or sleeping on. All of that disappears and I get the sense that I'm floating. Yes, that's called relaxation. But I never get the feeling, and believe me, I have tried, to go to the moon or go to Mars or go to another galaxy. I can go there in my imagination, but not astrally. It's silly. It's silly talk. To me, it's silly. Maybe your way of life, but it's not for me because I can't do it. And just because I can imagine it, that I'm flying through the space and time and going through wormholes and everything, that doesn't mean it's happening. It's called your imagination, daydreaming. You know, I used to do the law of attraction when I was in 6th grade. Didn't even know it. But before I went to bed every night, I used to dream of kissing girls. Yeah, and I had a girlfriend named Amy. Sorry, Amy, but my very first girlfriend, her name was Amy. I'm not giving the last name. Yes, I know it. She came over to my house on her horse and rang the doorbell at dinner time. My mom answered the door. There's a girl on a horse here. Now, we're from New York. We just moved to Arizona 6 months ago. And she went to my school, and I met her in 5th grade and found out she lived down the street on a ranch. And I used to dream of kissing girls a lot. Like every night I would imagine all sorts of stuff. No porn. I mean, that wasn't in my life, you know, just meeting girls, holding hands, you know, just how you get to there. And then knows that things actually happened. They just happened. It does. Kissed a lot of girls in high school. And 6th, 7th, and 8th grade too. But you know what I mean? It's like some people, they don't know how to do that. And I used to imagine it, not knowing I was actually creating my reality. And I would be amazed at the things that I was allowed to do. It's crazy. Yeah, I didn't lose my virginity till I turned 19, believe it or not. Yeah, I was a late bloomer. Actually, I think I was 18, about to turn 19. Yeah. Yep. All right, now let's start. I don't know why I brought that up, but who cares? No rush. Believe me, I'm glad I waited. I'm not. All right, what are we doing now? Oh, wow, I didn't know I had that in there. Even though this map is in Portuguese. Nah, I don't want to do that yet. All right. I know, we're jumping around a little. Not really sticking on these topics because I got a lot of stuff to go over, like this UFO. This isn't a UFO sighting. This is something very strange. I'm going to run through videos now, I think. We're at that point of the show. All right, here we go. This is just a glitch in the Matrix?
Towards the Penang Bridge. The jam also continues towards Parai. And traffic is slow moving elsewhere on the FR2 from the National Zoo and London Indah towards Ampang. On the NTE from Bukit Lanjan towards Shah. A federal highway from Ampang.
People are trying to get it. They don't understand why it's just floating there. There's no string. I looked. I couldn't see any string that thing was on. And it just gets and it just flies away out of nowhere. How's this possible? How's that even possible? I know. There's got to be a wire it's stuck on. I looked. I didn't see one. Anyway, I love those. Some of them are really weird. I got to show you something scary. Now, we thought the cover-up on UFOs only went back, what, since 47-ish? Cover-ups were going on a long time. This whistleblower who was caught while trying to deliver the very first UAP report to Congress in the early 1900s, he died in federal prison. 101 years old. Yep. Poor person. Thank you, Moonlick, for that. Good piece of history. Of course it's a joke. We're still waiting for the report since then. Ya yahoos. Where is that UFO report? Hey, I'll say it again. I don't care. I don't care. It's just banta fodder, right? Isn't that what they call it? It's banta fodder at this point. Am I saying that right? Banter fodder. All right, Jeremy Corbell has he was on Theories of Everything a few times. I didn't realize that. But Kurt Jamungle was putting out, I think it was him, put out a couple of short clips, and one of them today was with Jeremy Corbell. But I saw that Jeremy was on there a few times, and there's a couple of things I'd like to play that are just fun. That's the rest of the show now. We're just going to have a little bit of fun. Poking fun.
Someone wants to know, has your beard seen anything?
It's a great question. The mystery. That's what my wife calls it.
Yeah. Has his beard ever seen what it looks like?
My beard, because you never know what food or drink I have in it. Look, thank you for the humor. I need that. I'm exhausted. This has been ever since.
Thank you, Jeremy, for working so hard. You must be exhausted talking on the phone and driving.
April 8th when I...
Like, what is he so tired? Are you staying up past midnight, Jeremy? Yeah, you didn't have your herbal tea at 7 o'clock at night to wind you down? You had it at 7:15? My God, this guy. Talk about... Ugh.
I dropped the first Pentagon-confirmed UFO video. Look, I'm trying to survive.
Wait, what did he just say? He dropped the first, what? Pentagon-approved video?
8th when I dropped the first Pentagon-confirmed UFO video. Look, I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to do my job, which is to represent the information that I put forward.
Wait, Pentagon confirmed, but then they retracted it. You dick. Oh, I'm sorry. This is old. Yeah, sorry. This is several months old. I'm sorry I said that. I shouldn't have been that bad. How old is it? It doesn't even have a date on the video. Look at this. When did it come out? Show me where. 1 year ago. Wow, YouTube really makes things hard to find now. This is ridiculous. You can barely see the views on the video. Why do they make them all so small? Look at this. Terrible. Why do they do it? And then they have the show more button. Very, very inconspicuous. You'd never know it was there. Look at what Kurt does. What a good guy, man. Putting all that together like that. I did that for a month. It's a lot of work. It's not. It just takes another 15 minutes. That's all.
Forward. I'm tired. My beard doesn't see anything I don't see. So no, unfortunately.
How are you doing these days with your health and your sleep?
Great.
The past 2 weeks.
No, it's great, but.
All right. The next question comes from Amjad Hussein. Do you believe that there are structures in the deep sea or deep within the earth?
Of course.
Relative to this phenomenon.
Well, it is a.
Why is this a hard answer for him? Look at him thinking on this. Let me go back about 6 seconds.
All right. The next question comes from Amjad Hussein. Do you believe that there are structures in the deep sea or deep within the earth relative to this phenomenon?
Well, it is established.
7 seconds it took him to start answering that. Why is he thinking like this? Why can't he just says the question was, do you believe? It's not a factual answer, Jeremy. Just say, yeah, I believe there might be some structures we haven't seen. Sure, why not? But he can't do it. Oh, unless he does. I haven't listened. Let's see.
There is a high amount of USO activity. So like we have UFO activity in the skies, the concept of a trans-medium vehicle and what's going on under the water, that's very well established. I don't think it's common knowledge or common understanding, but I think it's going to become more common knowledge. Look, people take my words out of context and then they popularize one part of it.
Because you can't answer a question with one answer, with one word. Do you believe that there might be alien structures or something hidden under Earth, under the oceans, in the oceans? Yeah. And then go over what you want to talk about. Yeah, I believe there might be. That's why, for a minute now, he hasn't said anything. Well, there are USOs, there are UFOs, and, there's people just see that, and they, you have to understand that these things are in the ocean. I mean, but people take what I say out of context. Like, yeah, now you know why.
So you might have heard me say in some tabloid, they said—
He still hasn't answered it.
Like there's an embassy underwater. And what I meant by that is that if you're visiting a foreign land and
he still hasn't answered it,
and you're going to be operating in that location.
Why is he referring back to another question that somebody asked? See, this is, I can't do this. I'm done. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to waste your time with stupidity. It means nothing to what we're talking about. My bad. We shouldn't even be doing that. I'm stopping that before I get started. All right. I could talk about Jeremy all day, just to point out why he's such a shit. But I don't want to do that. Not in the mood. And I just had what I wanted for you. All right. Just to break the ice here, change up the momentum of the show, I'm going to play something that is more shocking than any UFO video, any violence that's happening around the world. Stupid people. You're not going to believe the answers. We're just getting dumber and dumber.
I'll give you $1 if you can name any continent. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know a continent. If I did, I would say it.
What century are we in?
20.
Yes. If you're driving 60 miles an hour and you drive for 1 hour, how far do you end up traveling?
I don't know. I'm not good at math. 2 hours?
Justin here.
The answer is in the question. If you go 60 miles an hour in 1 hour, how far have you traveled? 60 miles!
And today we're in the beautiful Times Square in New York City, doing a collab with FLECCAS Talks. We're just going to go around and ask people, see if they know anything at all. Can you name the content?
The reason I'm playing this, and then I'll play a little bit of it, it's because I want to show you how dumb we are getting. I know, that's why they make these videos. And yeah, maybe sometimes they do just show us all the stupid people, but these are the easiest questions and things you should know by first grade. How do you not know what a continent is? You know? There's 12 of them. You should know one. Nah, I'm joking.
Continents.
What the f? No? Bitch, like, isn't it like Alaska? Ah, I got it right. You see Alaska?
Oh my God.
New Jersey? Alaska?
Yeah.
Ah, you see it?
So you got Alaska, New Jersey.
Hawaii?
Yes. What's Obama's last name?
Wait.
The president, Obama. What's his last name? Quick. Just say it.
I don't.
Say it. Say it.
Obama. What is his last name?
I'm asking you. Just say it. First name.
His last name?
Say it.
What his first name? I don't know. What is his last name?
What's 6 times 7?
6 times 7?
Yeah.
48.
What does YES spell?
YES?
Yeah.
YES. I don't know. What the f?
Oh my God. They don't know what yes means? How to spell yes? This is.
What? You'd say.
What does YES spell?
West, right? West?
Wes. If this was my child, I would force them back into school. Start over. There has to be something. How can these kids pass? How are they passing? How are they getting to high school? 7 times 6 is 48? It's not even close.
West?
Yes. Why don't they know what YES is? You know, it's really bad. Watch.
7 times 6?
6 times 7.
48. You trying to hand it?
Yes. I'll give you $1 if you can name a single continent.
Yes.
Who did we gain our independence from?
Oh my God.
I don't know. Didn't they go to war?
Yeah, who did we fight against?
Everybody. I don't even know.
Take a guess. What country?
Korea.
Oh my God.
Yes. The 69th president of the United States of America.
69th president.
69th. Richard Nixon?
Yes. How many make up 1 dozen?
How many make up 1 dozen? Let me see. 100?
Yes. What is Obama's last name?
Obama. Care. Like C-A-R-E.
Obama's last name, the president.
Care.
If you're driving 60 miles an hour and you drive
She thinks his last name is Care because of Obamacare?
for 1 hour, how far do you travel?
A mile.
Yes. I'll give you this dollar if you can name 1 continent.
USA. Continent. I don't know.
Congratulations! You drive 60 miles an hour and you drive for 1 hour, how far do you travel?
1 mile.
Who fought in the Civil War?
Soldiers.
Who against who?
America and France.
Who fought in the Civil War?
All right. North and South. Terrible. Terrible. If my father saw me on a video like that and I didn't know what yes was, well, I don't have to tell you what would happen. Terrible. Terrible. And that is basically what has entered ufology. Now, the good news is it seems like the people who are real serious about this field, people that we see that have podcasts and things of that nature, usually people are 30 or older. I know my demographic here is 35 to 65, and a lot of people born in the 60s, man. All of us, that's who we are. And we all come from the same time, most of us, and some are at different ends of the spectrum, but close enough you understand who we are. And that's why we all stick together. Unfortunately, we seem to be the minority in the UFO field, but we're not. We just need more people to support shows like this and other shows that are pointing out the things that we need to know. Now, it's easy to get a guest and just sit there and interview them, right? But what's harder? Interviewing somebody, or it doesn't matter if what's harder. This is what we do, right? We don't do a lot of interviews here. We will again, and very shortly. But this show is specific to today's events and things that I think we need to talk about. Other people have guests on, and that's great. A lot of, give and take, with the conversations. And we may have you guys join me at the end of the show if you want to come on. But I have a video here I've got to show you. It's pretty fun. Let me get rid of Linda Moulton Howdy Doody. Get rid of that. Hold on, let me just clean things up here. Get rid of that and that. All right. So a lot of you grew up with me, not with me, but around the same time. And those who have never seen one of these, well, you're going to be shocked on how loud they are. This is fun. This is a nostalgia for me. I used to have one of those. I think we still have it. And they weigh a ton. It was about 20 pounds, that thing. It was 18 to 20 pounds. No shit. Listen to me. That one girl comes over and she's like, whoa, what is it?
What? What? What?
Never seen a typewriter before. Isn't that amazing? 25-year-old girl. Yeah, when I took typing in school because I thought I would need it, which I'm glad I did because it does help out. I'm only at 50, 55 words a minute. I don't, fly over. Plus my fingers don't work like they used to, so I make a lot of mistakes if I go too fast. But in a classroom full of 30 kids typing, didn't seem that loud back then. And then they came out with the keyboard and computers, and we used to take computer class. And they would teach us DOS, right? They would teach us how to write programs. It was pretty amazing. Oh, what the hell was that? Was that sunflower seed? I didn't have sunflower seeds. Never mind. I love that computer. Typewriter. It's as big as a computer. All right, let's get rid of her. A lot of stuff going on in the world, right? But I wanted to give you guys a good little video for Thanksgiving. So I meant to show this on Thanksgiving, and I forgot because I didn't have time. But No, I forgot. Here it is. My gift to you on Thanksgiving from them.
流沙几聚散，日月沧桑尽变幻。那是多少红颜换一声长叹。谁曾巨鹿踏破了秦关，千里兵戈血染。终究也不过是风轻云淡。长枪策马平天下，此番诀别却为难。一身玉玺玉玺，泪眼已潸然。与君共饮这杯中冷暖，西风彻夜回吹不断。醉里挑灯看剑，切勿阑珊。台下一曲离乱，出歌声四方。安倍思君引剑，雪落宁寒山。难舍一人歌望，远近有何妨？与你魂归之处，便是苍茫。
Beautiful, isn't it? They give you 2-second shot of it. I couldn't even pause it on time. Let's see. There it is. Here, look. She made that in a minute and a half. Pretty good, right? Probably took her 8 hours to do that. That's my Thanksgiving gift to you. I know. All right, let's hear what's going on with the sighting over Kansas. Let's take a listen. Oh, shnikes. What? How did that happen? That was weird.
Contact Kansas City Center 123.8.
I hope they see something at this point.
Kansas City 123.8. Give a kick
They're 127 Romeo. It's in the pilot's discretion to maintain 1000. Oklahoma City altimeter 3013.
Pilot discretion 1000. Evan Romeo.
Take bed 23. It's in the pilot's discretion to maintain 6000.
Discretion to 6000. Take bed 23.
November 7 Romeo. Are you still showing the lights off the left side?
Yeah, and we're seeing them on both sides, and we have been for a while. It almost has to be some kind of phenomenon. Are we having a solar flare thing right now?
Are we having a solar flare, he asks. So they're still seeing the lights on either side of the plane that's going 500 miles an hour in one direction, and they've been seeing them for how long? 30 minutes? 33 minutes. I want to know what happens at the end, and I want to skip ahead and see if we can figure that out. Let me see if I can. We're at 5:55 here. Let me see if we can find anything out at the end.
47 Kansas City Center. Good evening. I appreciate it.
I want to see if they left, or if they winked out, or if he just kept going. They were still there behind him, or they were on either side.
We do have a block 41.
Thank you.
Woo-wee! I see myself some lights out here. Woo-wee! There's a whole fleet of them out here. You can't believe this. Woo-wee! I love me skinwalker around. Fantastic.
Flight Kansas City Frontier 420 at 370.
Roger, Flight 420 Kansas City Center. Good evening.
I did 2129, flight level 370, just picking up some light shots.
Yeah, 2129 Kansas City Center. Good evening. Shouldn't be anything worse than that.
Roger.
satisfy a request under the provisions of the Freedom of Information Act, control number 202-00488.
So I guess we don't find anything out how they left.
I did 2129, flight level 370.
Yeah. Anyway, interesting. But don't you think there should be some radar? I didn't hear anything about radar on that whole thing. Unless I missed it. But there we have audio from a pilot who apparently is allowed to talk now without losing his pension or his job or designated to fly a desk. Openly talked about these lights that were surrounding the airplane, thought they were from the ground, but yet they were keeping up with him. And then he said this must be some sort of phenomenon. My God, over Kansas? That's crazy. Kansas? Kansas, of all places. You know? All right. I got to play a piece of bullshit. Who is this guy? Zohar Stargate? Is that his name? Stop. The video keeps playing without me wanting it to. I got to tell you, this is just getting out of control. Everybody's coming out of the woodwork. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter of your experience. It doesn't matter if you think you're right and everybody else is wrong. You're going to be heard in this day and age.
People in NASA that the planet Saturn is inhabited. It's inhabited by an army inside the planet Saturn.
Shut the front door.
They're planning some kind of a military expedition. NASA believes that that expedition is going to be an invasion of the Earth.
Shut. God, come on, man. First of all, that's going to be me in 20 years. I can't believe that we're still talking about this shit. It's terrible. They're living inside of Saturn. You mean the big gas giant that could have been a sun, but never lived up to its potential? I have got to see what Saturn is made of. Saturn. 6th planet from the stars, Saturn. All right. This is, see what's taken me this long from the last time I spoke? Just to bring up the screen, I got to hit all these buttons. I hate it. What is it? Says, like fellow gas hole giant Jupiter, Saturn is a massive ball made mostly of hydrogen and helium. Saturn is not the only planet to have rings, but none are as spectacular or as complex as Saturn's. And Saturn also has dozens of moons, from the jets of water that spray from Saturn's moons in Cladius to the methane lakes of smoggy Titan. Saturn, all right. Anyway, it's a gas giant. Says it right over here. Gas hole giant. Remember when it used to have 69 moons? Then they found 15 more? 14? 14? Yeah. 83 moons. That's almost 100. Yeah. Nobody's living inside of Saturn. Oh, yeah. They just built a, what do they call those? Tetrahedron? Right? Those go around the outside of the planet. Right? And it protects it. So you can't, right? A tetrahedron. What is the thing? Oh, that's right. What is it called? No. What is the thing they call when they build around the planet? They build a structure around the planet. What's that called? Oh my God, I can't. I can't. That would make me angry if I did. You wouldn't like it when I'm angry. All right, here we go. The truth is about to be revealed, this video says. Let's see why. Here. Oh, Jammer Travels with Don't Be a Gasshole, $2 super chat. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Jammer Travels, for the $2 Don't Be a Gasshole super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso, and a continuing supporter of Goofon. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's right. You can help support Goofon too. We are supported by you to do this show, and everything goes back into it, which is true. All right. All the links are in the show description about page on the Goofon site. Let's play this in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, engage.
This is absolutely amazing
All right,
evidence.
you could hear it a little bit as it went by, as the two ships went by. You could hear a little bit of a disturbance. With that in mind, watch this. Okay, see how that happened? Boom, right away the first one comes in. It's all broken up digital signal. Here you go. There's the first one.
Watch how
Here you go.
beautiful this is. Watch. By the way, I could
Boom,
make
it's
that
breaking up
digital
everything.
bullshit happen on the screen too.
Then the second one goes by.
And watch how clear this is going. It's going by
Come on,
500 miles, over 1,000 miles an hour, because the airplane's going 500, and this thing's got to be going at least 5, right? But look at the clear picture they get. My God, that's a beautiful camera. How did they know? Did they have the fast rate film, fast shutter speed? Was that 400, 800, or 1200? Amazing Kodak film.
Look at that ship.
That's bullshit.
Folks, that is a starship. That is a Napoleon ship.
Of course it
And
is.
this video clearly shows a UFO
More
hovering in the
CGI.
sky. Take a close look and see
Take
what
this,
happens.
Nice.
Let us take that one more time, and this is from 2022.
I'm embarrassed.
I really think it's time for the government to start telling the truth. I have
Why?
videos that you guys have never
Why should the government start telling the truth? What would that do to society? You can't. They won't. And no.
seen before. Many people was not believing me, but trust me, I have
Many people was not believing me.
all the evidence.
God, that's horrible CGI.
What I have here is another amazing UFO footage. It
No.
clearly shows a UFO
UFO
flying
hoax.
right by the plane, filmed inside a fighter aircraft called a Sukhoi Su-57. And I promise you this is no
Oh my
CGI
God,
or
that
no
is
balloon
so fake. You could tell immediately.
or
The
something
way
like
its shake was, it didn't match up.
that.
Fake.
This is absolutely real.
No, it's not. God, I hate liars like that. That all 3 of those videos were known fakes, by the way. Why am I not finding that video right now? I'm ready to play it. Maybe this is it. No, this isn't it either. Where's my video that I need? Hold on. This can't be happening right now. Okay, I think I may have found it. Oh, Jesus, I've got a lot of stuff here. Oh my God. All right. Let's just I'm thinking what I can do real quick, but StreamYard isn't that quick. All right, so this video has been removed, so we can get rid of that one. Thank you, Reddit. That was a big waste of time. All right, what is this? Jeremy Corbell says, let's all get up to date together about where we are with this strange UFO puzzle. John Hook is an excellent interviewer, he says, and we get to let the conversation breathe. I don't understand. John Hook from Arizona. I knew it was that John Hook. This is Arizona John Hook. All right, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, English. You see it right there, kids. You know what this is, right? You want me to show you what? I debunked these. I know I'm right. That white dot is the white dot on a camera. It's the reflection in the window. And when I took a picture of this thing, it looked exactly like it. Remember when I did that? And it matched up perfectly almost. And then the other one they showed was the inside of the camera iris. It was the inside of it. It was just a reflection on the window. Anyway, I debunked it. Nobody else buys what I say. So I know I'm right. Yeah, that's a UFO. That is not.
Department of Defense footage.
Oh, there's the splash splash. I needed that.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the SA.
UAP. Earth, the only place in the universe with life, much less intelligent life. We have seen a rapid increase in sightings of craft that can't be explained, flying with impunity in our restricted airspace.
Thanks for the narrative, Jeremy.
Sometimes around military installations. These craft are doing things that defy our understanding of physics.
This was yesterday. He says, this video is a new long-form, this is a long-form interview about the current state of the UFO mystery with Jeremy Corbell. The discussion goes over current UFO events and also details key pieces of UFO footage and images captured by military pilots that were leaked to the public. Watch till the end as Corbell reveals, yeah, we'll watch till the end. Ooh, I'm on pins and needles. I've already seen 2 fakes go by.
The military dismiss that these are extraterrestrial. Others are quite open that they will not dismiss that possibility.
Bullshit.
Jeremy
Radar
Corbell is an
blitz.
expert in this area. He's obtained
More
several
bullshit.
videos from the military that show things that we simply
That's a crack.
can't explain. Jeremy, what's the story out there right now with where we are on this issue?
Let me break it down. We have uncovered ongoing UFO, what they call now UAP.
Oh my God, did you see this? Nobody is a UFO expert. I have got to write John Hook. I am. I'm going to write him. You can't put that shit up there. Nobody's an expert. Look at him. Yeah, let's just keep him right there for a second.
Ongoing UFO, what they call now UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. We've uncovered new programs that have been sustaining. So since 1969, when the US government said we don't study UFOs anymore, that was a lie. Congress has spoken up for UFO transparency. We actually had hearings for the first time in 50 years.
We had a hearing. We had one congressional hearing on UFOs. Am I wrong?
Years that were designed to reduce stigma and to look at this.
Oh, Jeremy Corbell edited this. I want to find the original footage. Hold on a second. I want the original footage. I don't want Jeremy Corbell's edit in there because he's making himself look better. Hold on. Pull it up here. Hold on. 6 months ago. Here it is. I found it yesterday. Oh, shit. Sorry. Sorry, I did not. That was Jeremy Corbell's video. That's funny. I'm just going to put John Hook UFOs. See what comes up. I don't want Corbell, I don't want his stuff getting mixed in with John Hook. 8 years ago, 3 years ago, 7 months ago, 6 months, 9 years. I'm thinking that's an older interview, but it's not. And I want the one with John Hook. Nope, there he is again, Corbell. So now I have to do Fox News. John Hook, Fox News, UFOs. 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 1 year ago, 1 year ago. 1 year ago, 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 6 days ago with Avi Loeb. 2 weeks ago. Oh, I think I want to play that one. Wow, there's some good stuff here. I never seen some of this. Oh, wow. There's nothing here. That either it's old or what, but I can't see anything from yesterday with John Hook UFOs. If anybody can find it, let me know. Send it to me and Coral will post it in the private chat. I'll just play Jeremy's for now. Better than nothing.
This issue straight on for the first time in more than 50 years.
Now, you're the guy that these military pilots, you and George Knapp, a fine journalist, you've kind of become the clearinghouse for this stuff, right? Because they're afraid to give it to their superiors because they might get laughed at. They might end up demoted. Who knows? But there's a fear out there about sharing this stuff. So they use you guys to.
That's the dumbest answer. That is a dumb answer. A dumb statement. They're afraid to go public, so they're going to give their life away, risk everything they've worked for, to sneak UFO videos to Jeremy Corbell. Don't you think if those were real UFOs, that's why they're giving them to Jeremy? If they are giving them to him. I don't think they are. I think Jeremy got these clips somehow, some way to make it look like he's talking to people in the military, because we haven't seen one witness from anything Corbell has brought up. Not one. And that's really suspect. And for him to give us 5 or 6 pieces of information, UFO videos over the last couple of years, all of them were bullshit. Horrible. Ufology should laugh him out forever. He shouldn't even be allowed to speak. He's that bad. And he's giving us disinformation. I think Jeremy Corbell is a disinformation agent. I think he is. If you look at all the stuff that he's given to the public, it's not UFOs, and everybody knows it. Except for the mainstream media. He's just awful.
To get it out to the public. This is Defense Department stuff, right?
Yeah, correct. So
don't you think if these, let's say these are real UFO videos that Jeremy Corbell got possibly illegally, right? It's confidential information. If these got to go surreptitiously to get this stuff and can't use anybody's name, then, well, oh my God, maybe that footage shouldn't be out in public anyway, but who knows? Let's just say he got it legally. They could pinpoint who was working that day. They know who was on patrol. They know who was doing what at that time that footage was taken. Don't you think the military would investigate? They would find out. Yes, they would find out. That's how you know it's all bullshit. Or Or people have come forward to Jeremy Corbell with disinformation and told him, nope, these are UFOs. They tell him this story and have him go out there, post it up on the internet, and then we debunk it as Boca and planes and drones. And yet he's making comments and talking about these things as if there's a swarm of them and they're all over. It's a swarm and you only see two. Well, if it's a swarm, I know what the definition of a swarm is, right? It's more than two objects, I think, is what it said. Did you know what a fleet is? More than one. So I think it's the same for a swarm. Technically, he's not lying, but when you think of a swarm of UFOs, you think of like dozens, not 2, 3. So this guy, who has been so bad for ufology, is being put up on a pedestal by mainstream media. Why? Because he has nothing. Because Jeremy Corbell has nothing. They're not afraid of Corbell. They're not afraid of him. Where does he fit in all this? He's not military. He's not Lou's good friend. He's Knapp's little boy. And Knapp is corrupt. Absolutely. He's changed over the last several years. 7 to 10 years. Hey, maybe it's the last 5 years since 2017. A lot of people changed because everybody wanted to ride the coattails of that mainstream media ride. It's over. It's over. There will never be another mainstream media surge of UFOs like we saw the last 2 years. Those days are done. You could already tell. They've backed away from it because they got what they wanted. They got the Aero office. Lou got in to Avi Loeb's Galileo project. He's now overseeing or being a consultant in Space Force. This guy is going to ruin it for you and I. All Lou cares about is hiding the information. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible people. And I'm not one to brag, but everything I said was right. We'll never get anything. Ttsa will break up, which they did, right on cue at 5 years. I said they won't even make it 5 years, and they barely made it. They didn't make it 5 years, did they? I guess you could say they made it barely, maybe. I don't know. Lou, even before he left Ttsa and went rogue on everybody, I said he was a bully. He's just playing the nice face while he's in public, and I was right about that. I know, I saw it. It's coming apart. It's because I keep using this tape, and I think it's going to work.
We got deck footage.
And then it doesn't. Here's Jeremy Corbell talking about the footage.
We got thermal footage. We got infrared footage. We also got documents. And
Don't you think it's funny how Jeremy Corbell has every type of footage you could get? Infrared, night vision, FLIR, thermal. We got it all, Johnny. How did Jeremy Corbell happen to get things in that order? Radar. He's got all the 5 food groups in ufology, right? You've got radar, you've got infrared, you got FLIR, you got night vision. And there was one more. It's amazing how he gets it all. He's got it all. Just funny how all that happened. Why didn't he get all FLIR video or all night vision or you know what I mean? Everything was just a different one here. Hey, do you have any FLIR footage? Yeah, we can get you FLIR. Let me see, Jeremy. Yeah, I got one FLIR. Splash, splash. You want this? Oh, what's that? I'll take that one. What else you need, kid? I need to get night vision. You got something? I got the one for you. Hold on, Jeremy. Let me see here. Oh, I got this one. Although some people think this is bokeh. What's bokeh? You don't know bokeh? Take the video. It'll do you good. You'll love it. It'll make everybody think it's a pyramid or something. A pyramid? I can't wait to see this one. You need anything else? Nah, that's good for now. Remember, Jeremy, you gotta sell these as if they really happen. Can you do that? I'm acting like I care now. Hey!
Produced all of this to the public. It's like a dream case. This was one event in many UFO events, but it was historic and it remains historic. Now, people have been arguing a lot about the shapes of these craft that we see, but the bottom line is none of that matters. What matters is we don't know who.
The shapes of the craft don't matter. No, they don't matter. Just remember that. Now he's going to tell us why they don't matter.
Who's operating them, and they seem to know who's operating matters. What matters is we don't know who's operating them, and they seem to outpace, outmaneuver, and outperform our greatest weapon systems. They can cloak, they can go in.
You see what he did? Do you see what he did? And if you don't know what to look for, you'll miss it. He's trying to get you to not pay attention to the shape of things, the bokeh. You know, he's trying to get you to say, you know what, Jeremy's right, the shape doesn't matter. Who's flying them? That's exciting. He's trying to get your attention away from that because he knows it's bullshit. God. Sometimes I amaze myself. I mean, I do. I don't see these things. I don't know how I see them.
And out of water with absolute
impunity. Yeah. I even know his script at this point.
We don't have defense for this. So my question is, who is operating these vehicles? Where are they from? How were they made? And why don't we know?
Have we ever recovered any material from these craft?
So we have, John, and this is a big pill to swallow if you're just hearing about it for the first time. But you have to understand, we're in a different world now. We're in a different.
We have, John. You see how he's trying to make it more legitimized by saying it that way. Yeah, that's a very good bullshit tactic. We have, John. Do we have anything captured? We have, John. And he said it in such a way it looks like he was ready for that question.
Understand, we're in a different world now. We have, John, and this is a big pill.
Listen, any material from these craft.
So we have, John, and this is a big pill to swallow.
He looked up, right, up, left, down, right. I mean, this guy's all over the place.
If you're just hearing about it for the first time, but you have to understand, we're in a different world now. We're in a different climate. We've had UFO hearings that were, created to reduce stigma, so reporting would get better. So people like me, as journalists and filmmakers,
that I could become
obsolete. I don't need to play the middleman between the Department of Defense and these people that feel disenfranchised, that they can't come forward with what they've seen or what they've saw. Now, we're getting better at that. There's legislation in place. And this is something that has occurred recently that is so interesting. We had a public UFO report. Not only that, but we had the congressional hearings.
All right, I can't do him anymore. Oh, hey, look at this. David Wilcox sent, I don't know what that, 12 pounds, I think, GBP. When in the UK, hey, thank you very much. David Wilcox throwing it down on the PayPal. I almost forgot to check. A little slow today. A little slow. Not really thinking about it, but thank you very much, David, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Let's get on to something else before we get out of here. I've got a lot of stuff I still need to touch on, and I didn't even get close to what I'm going to have to do this tonight. Let me see if this is it. Oh my God, it's gone. 404. We're sorry. The page you're looking for. That, oh my God, UFO witness Ben Hansen thing is gone. All right. Let me see if this is I have a government military workers break silence on UFOs. This is from yesterday. Oh shit. I'm going to play this. I didn't know this was there. It's playing an ad right now, so let me bring it up. This is interesting. This is new. I'll wait for the ad to almost be done. There it goes.
On us.
New this morning, former military and government officials with knowledge of or experience with unidentified flying objects are sharing their run-ins with News Nation. This comes after an uptick in reports of UFOs in recent weeks, and Xavier Walton has that story.
Dude, what is that? For centuries on Earth, millions have wondered what else is out there.
When I first saw it, I thought, I'm seeing the formation of a tornado.
Trish Bishop, who was an intelligence analyst in the Army, is convinced that tornado was really her first UFO encounter back in 2018, and it wouldn't be her last.
It's something that I think about every day.
How many encounters would you say you've had?
I would say six encounters.
Trish was on season 1 of UFO Witness on Discovery Plus.
Of course she
I
was.
want to go check it out for myself. Ben Hansen, a former FBI agent turned
That was the
paranormal
video I was
investigator, hosts the show.
The question now is, when is the rest of the world going to find it? When are we going to find out what these things are? If we're not careful and we don't stay ahead of this and help people assimilate to what might be coming, we could have big problems.
Assimilate? We need to assimilate. As to, if you go by what Ben Hansen wants us to do, no way. I'm not going to believe in anything this guy believes in. And, Ben Hansen at one time was the go-to guy, right? The FBI guy. He was one of the first to go on TV the way he did. But down the road, something happened to him too. When you debunk everything, nobody wants you. Nobody wants you on their shows, Mr. Negative Nelly. So he decided to play ball. And now he's a little bit softer on now. The possibility is, hey, well, you need to assimilate to what No. I assimilate to what I believe in. Not what you want me to. I don't like that word, assimilate. Assimilation. We need to assimilate. No, we need to get on the same page. That's a little bit nicer way of saying to assimilate. Every time I think of that, I think of Nazi Germany, and I'm not going that way again.
Problems society-wise.
A UFO report released last summer, mandated by Congress, revealed 65% of the survey's respondents think there is intelligent alien life on planets other than Earth, while 87% said UFOs aren't a security threat to the United States.
I'm calling it an anomaly because we just don't know what it is.
Mark Halsey, a former F-18 fighter pilot, says he saw as many as 7 mysterious objects recently on a flight from Florida to Hawaii.
Yeah, and if this guy doesn't have video of it, he's full of shit.
Yeah, pretty weird stuff. Being at 47,000 feet, you would never expect to look up and see aircraft.
What are you thinking this was?
I wish I could tell you. I mean, that's the million-dollar question, right? I can tell you what it was not. It wasn't any conventional aircraft that I'm aware of. It wasn't any military aircraft. If a military is going to be conducting top secret aircraft missions, they're not going to be flying around with lights on.
In Miami, Xavier Walton, News Nation.
Yeah, they would.
This holiday, one couple has discovered an...
Why wouldn't they fly around with their lights on? You think they care about you and your little airplane? The government doesn't give a shit where they fly or what they fly and how they fly. They're going to do what they want, when they want, to who they want. That's the thrill of being those people. They can do what they want, whenever they want. My eyes is going crazy. Unbelievable world we live in, you know? We do. We live in a world, I'm telling you. I've got to find, I think I found it. Let's see. No, this isn't it. No, that's the hoax. I can't believe this. This is really sad that I can't find it. Oh, maybe hold on. I don't know how I could lose the most important thing in today's show, which is supposed to be what's behind me, this stuff. And I think I just found it. Yeah, I just found it. Okay, thank God. Thank God. So I'm going to play these videos. It's a video with a few of them embedded. I got to tell you, they look real. All of these look real. But I think none of them are. You be the judge, Judy. This comes from UFO OVNI, obviously. I'll blow it up when we get there. I film with 300mm lens in the sky. I've never seen. It's weird. April 5th, 2014. Here we go. Okay, I saw nothing. Oh, come on. Here we go. Whoa, looks real, right? Slow it down there, Chief. Watch this. That looks real so far. It definitely looks real to me. It does, I'm telling you, that looks real. It looks real. Watch. I mean, you can see for sure, right, that this looks like it's there. Now, I have it up on my big screen here. And I do see something I don't like. Right here, there seems to be a perfect square right there. And I can see it here. And it comes, oh yeah, you can't see me. There we go. It goes like this, and then it's here, right there. It goes right along, and then it comes down. And that's where the object is. Look, it even extends out to here. Here it is, all the way out here. So if you look at the airplane, there's a line all around it too. So I'm trying to determine if this is the way it looks, or is it CGI? And so far, it looks legit. Let me see if I can go frame to frame with this video. No. It looks like that's real. This does not seem to be the right color. I would expect this, I would have thought it would have been this color of the plane maybe, but we don't know what the color is of the UFO. Seems a little bit, seems legit. Does anybody here see any problem so far? Yeah, that's what it is. You're 100% right. So far, I can't see any manipulation, but I'm not going to do all that I'll do all that here on the show because I got to put it through the processor and everything. It's not the original video, so I'm never going to get a true read on this. And how much has this been compressed? Now watch. This is what bothers me though. You'll see. Something wrong about this part right here. I don't know, guys. I gotta tell you. It It does look legit. So then you have to think, why would a UFO pop up the way it did, right next to an airplane like that? Doesn't make sense. That's why I think it's a fake, and it's so good I can't detect it. I'm calling out fake. Now, another thing I have to know about, like, how did this guy know? I mean, he's out there with his 300 millimeter, a 300 millimeter? Come on. Is that what he said it was? I think he said he was out with a 300 millimeter lens, right? Yeah, he did. That's amazing. Well, that's why I'm buying that this is not real. You know why? Because it's too good to be true. And it doesn't make sense for it to pop out next to the plane the way it did. You would think that would have caused something to happen to that airplane. It's literally right on top of it, right over the wing. I call bullshit. Jeff Garvey throwing down a $10 super chat saying, these might as well be flying farts. I want to see your mother-in-law on the show. Oh, you would have to go pretty far. I'm dead. Oh, you want to bring me up from the dead? Oh, well, go ahead. I'm wearing my best outfit anyway. Just forget, and all my wrinkles are gone now. I'm all bone. Oh, so you're working, you're, what'd she call me again? What are they, moonlighting, are you? Oh, okay. He would make a great second husband, sweetheart. He'd make a great second husband. That's what I was. Her second husband, who, by the way, had the same name as me. Same Rich. His name was Rich, too. I said, hey, good thing you don't have to worry about yelling out the wrong name. And then I said, don't get mad at me if I yell out the wrong name. That's never happened. I don't think that's ever happened in history. Jeff Garvey throwing down $10. Very funny, actually. Mucho gusto, generoso. Oh, you like him now. Mm-hmm. So, if somebody has money, you talk to them? Is that how it works? Oh, I'm not so bad after all, am I? No, you're bad. You're bad. Oh, okay. I'm the bad one. Oh. Mr. Moonlighter says I'm the bad person. And what have you accomplished, Mr. Know-It-All? Well, not as much as you, marrying 5 times to millionaires to make sure you pad your fucking bank account. But I'm just saying. She did. She married 5 millionaires. And they all died except for one. Yeah. Yep. And you want to know the story? I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you. The real story why my wife and I got divorced, it's pretty amazing. It's all about money. Yep. Her mother was dying of cancer. And when she was getting close, she pulled my wife aside. She was a very, very, now my ex-wife was an only child. So she got spoiled. Didn't have a father because the mother kept going, from one to the next. And never married her original father, but because he wasn't rich. But yet they had the daughter. And anyway, her mother, from a Jewish background, and for those of you who know Jewish women in New York City, rich Jewish women, because anybody else who's not from New York doesn't understand what I might or might not say next. They might take it offensively. Oh, it's being racist. You're being a culturalist, or you're being a Jewist or something. No, it's okay. I dated a lot of Jewish women and had a lot of Jewish friends, and the stereotype really doesn't hold. Not in today's day and age. But in a Jewish family, for a mother who has one daughter who had no skills other than to be an attractive whore, did what she had to do. But she didn't do everything, I was told. And that goes right into the Jewish playbook of Jewish girls. Yeah. Anyway, this is ufology. Let's go back. I was just giving you a little insight to a nightmarish scenario. But my mother-in-law influenced my ex. She said this because I found out what the conversation was like. Do you see yourself with this man 30, 40 years from now? Do you really see yourself? Because I don't. She never let her answer. I don't think that this guy's going to be able to support you. You're always going to have to work. As a matter of fact, you'll probably be supporting him, which isn't true. I mean, here I am making good money and working 2 jobs at the time so I can live the lifestyle I like. So what? I had 2 jobs. I wanted to work. Unbelievable. I know. And my first job was, I mean, why would anybody get a second job? Well, I wound up quitting that job anyway because I wanted to spend my night times on the weekend with my girl. So she says, do you really need your job? And I'm like, but anyway, her mother convinced her that we wouldn't be a good fit. It was going down the hill anyway. Found out she cheated on me anyway. Yep, pretty shitty. Pretty shitty. And it was with the same guy she was cheating on with her ex-husband. Same guy. And he's married. 2 married people. Boy, was I pissed. But I said it's better to get out of this situation than to stay in it. And that's the way I looked at it. I'm not fixing that anymore. I'm not fixing it. I have so much stuff to go over. I can't do it all now, but I have got a lot more we need to talk about. And I just found the video, but I think that's fake. I think these are fake. And if you think that our government is going to hand over anything that has to do with UFO, like people are still waiting for the UFO report. Like they think there's going to be something special in there. There's not going to be anything special in that UFO report. Nothing new, but I guess people want to talk about stuff. They just want to see what the government's giving us, and they're not going to give us anything. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but people think in this day and age, and I still wanted to talk about Gary Nolan. I got stuff to talk about, how he blocked Dorothy Hawkins. Gary Nolan blocked Dorothy after all she did was give him praises. You know, nothing mean, nothing that would show any negativity at all. But I think it's because of her association with certain groups of people, channels, and things. And he just decided to block her because I know there's a list. And I'm not talking about the Felon 5. There's a list that Lou Elizondo made up that's being passed around, or was passed around months ago, that had the names of people that are associated with Greer and Third Phase of Moon and me and the Angry Channel and all other channels and all the associate. I bet you it looked like a detective board. They're trying to figure out who the serial killer is. And they've got this one here, the head of the family there, and the head of this family over there. You got Greer here, Third Phase of Moon over there. And these are the people that are paid by Greer, and these are the people that are paid by Third Phase of Moon. And then they put them all together and they come up with this crazy idea that we're all in it to go against Lou and his narrative. Well, yeah, but we're not in it together. We're all doing our own thing. It's just like-minded people find each other, just like all you losers find each other. All you guys just keep pumping each other off. Oh, this is the greatest person I've ever seen. This guy's invented the greatest brain thing ever. And everybody jerks off everybody. That's the circle jerk of ufology. You heard it all before on the Angry Channel. You know it is a big circle jerk anyway. That's what they do. They feed off each other's lies. That's all they do. And they act like it's real because they might really believe that they can fly to a distant galaxy or speak to an alien on the other side of the Milky Way. I got to tell you, I want to believe. I want to believe so badly that I would do just about anything to feel what you feel. How do you do it? I don't understand. I don't understand. I can't talk to... believe me, I've tried. And all I have is my imagination. I sit there, and then I say what I want to say in my mind, and I'll tell you. Is there an alien being? Is there anybody that can hear me? Anybody read my thoughts? And then what would come back to me is static. I don't hear anything. I don't hear any, hey, Rich, we're speaking to you from Orion. You know, I don't hear that. I don't hear, I don't hear that. I don't hear bleeps. I don't hear buzzing. I don't hear clicks. I don't hear claps. I don't hear flip, flop, flapping. I don't hear anything. I hear my own thoughts and my own imagination. I want to believe in this more than anybody. I do. I want to talk to aliens. I don't believe Greer talks to aliens. At all. I think he's bullshit. And I think he doesn't care what I think, obviously, but I don't like it. I like the idea, and I'm glad that he's trying. But for the life of me, why isn't it working for me? And I'm not doing anything wrong. I've done it by the book. I've done it his way. I've done it more than 6 times. If it doesn't happen by the 5th or 6th time, don't give up. It's just about to happen. Well, most people after 2 or 3 times trying feel stupid that it didn't work. For anybody to go 5 or 6, he knows that's a reach for people. He knows people don't have patience for that. That's why he said it. Don't give up. Got to keep going. Most people give up. They feel stupid and say, bullshit. I can't talk to aliens, and I want to know why. That's all I can say for tonight. I got to get going. Thank you, moderators and super chatters. I appreciate everything. I know we didn't get to talk to you guys. I know I said I was going to bring that back into the fold of the show. But I am going to do it more. It's just, I had a lot of stuff I had to talk about. That's all. But you'll be able to come in and talk. Don't worry. We're going to be doing plenty of those next week for sure. Hey, tomorrow is Goof on You. Goof on University. We are going to go over what we've learned. But we're going to talk about body language tomorrow. Body language. So be prepared for that. We'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to try to be here at 7. Right on time, I hope. So thank you, everybody, for the super chat, super sticker, PayPal, Cash Apps. And you can still help support the show even afterwards through PayPal or the Cash App. And I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, we got somebody else. Nathan Allen, Nathan Itzke, Nathan's Hot Dogs. For $5.55, he says, gosh, all over the ufology topics and disclosure. Thank you, Nathan. A continuing supporter and a good friend of the show. Mucho gusto generoso. Thank you, Coralan. Thank you, newcomers and veterans. Samo, the Goofonian rockstar. Throwing it down. Ozzy Tiger, that UFO chick. Tony, Derek, Sasquatch, Chewbacca. How you been, man? I can vent for $10 an hour. I know, right? Have a good night, everybody. And don't forget, we are Ufology. Wait, what is it? Wait. Truthology for Ufology. Hey, Scoob. That was weird. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here. Where are we? Goof on. Alien bless, everybody. Alien bless.
Warning. Control life. Warning. Warning. Failure. Control life. Warning.
Unidentified flying object.